Okay, let's let's get into this one. We're doing a deep dive today on a match that had, I'd say, pretty big consequences for both teams. Tottenham versus Brentford. Tottenham really needing a win after a rough patch, and Brentford, really strong at home.
Yeah,
So,
definitely a high stakes game for sure.
yeah.
Especially for Tottenham. I mean, they were teetering on that relegation zone,
Oh yeah,
which is,
not good.
not where you want to be. No, not at all.
So the match port mentioned Richarlison being back. That's got to be a good sign for them, right? But then he misses an early chance.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it started out pretty cagey, both teams sort of sizing each other up. And
Hmm.
Tottenham had that opportunity early on with Richarlison back. But Brentford looked pretty dangerous right off the bat.
Hmm. The report mentioned that Brentford was actually really controlling the game early on.
Yeah, absolutely. They dominated possession, created a good number of chances. Wissa especially looked like he was going to score.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had like a header went just over the bar and then another shot that went just wide. It felt like they were going to score any minute. Yeah.
It did sound pretty nerve-wracking for Tottenham supporters,
Yeah.
but then they score first,
Yeah.
kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's football for you, right? It's like sometimes these moments of chaos just change everything.
Yeah.
Son takes a corner and it's just mayhem in the box. Brentford's keeper, Valdemarsson, he's making his Premier League debut.
Oh, wow.
And maybe, a little bit of the pressure got to him, couldn't quite handle it. Ball bouncing around, and Janelt, a Brentford player,
Oh, no.
ends up deflecting it into his own net. So, yeah, just one of those things.
Oh, an own goal.
Yeah.
That's rough. And did you say earlier that Brentford kind of tends to struggle after they concede first?
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. If you look at their stats this season, this is definite pattern. Once they concede first, their passing accuracy drops. They commit more fouls.
Yeah.
It's almost like they get frustrated, let emotions get the better of them. Maybe tactically they're pushing too hard for that equalizer,
Right.
leaving some gaps at the back. It's a bit of both, I think. Mental and tactical.
Interesting. So it's not just like a one-off thing.
Yes. No, there's a trend.
There's a pattern there.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting. What about the second half? Any tactical shifts from either side?
Yeah, Brentford came out really energized, really pushing for that equalizer. Wissa almost scored this incredible goal, hit the crossbar.
Wow.
Both managers, they made some adjustments, formations, substitutions, trying to get that edge. Real tactical battle.
Yeah. But in the end, Tottenham gets that second goal, really put the game away.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious, did Brentford's push for an equalizer leave them vulnerable? Like, what did their defense look like?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, trying to level the score, they pushed more players forward, which left gaps in the back. Sarr, for Tottenham, he makes a smart run into that space. And Son, like he so often does, just finishes with, ice in his veins. Classic counterattacking goal. Mm-hmm.
Really exposed Brentford's defensive weaknesses.
Yeah. So, big win for Tottenham. What's this result mean for both teams going forward?
Well, for Tottenham, I think it's a huge sigh of relief, right? Creates a bit of distance between them and the relegation zone, but also just shows that they can grind out a result even when they're not playing their best. That mentality, that resilience, that could be key for the rest of their season. Now, for Brentford, this loss is a blow to their hopes for European qualification and their recent struggles at home, where they used to be so dominant. That's got to be a concern for them.
You got to wonder, though, did Tottenham actually fix their problems or did Brentford just kind of beat themselves?
Yeah, that's the question, right? Did Tottenham turn a corner, or was this more about Brentford's mistakes?
Exactly. I guess that's something for everyone to think about as we go into the next round of matches. It's not always just about the final score, is it?
No, it's about understanding what that score really tells us, what happened on the pitch, what it means for the future. Well said. So we've seen the highlights, but the real story is what happens next. If you're interested in either of these teams, I definitely encourage you to keep following their journey. There's always more to learn, more to uncover, more to the story.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining me for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
Until next time.
See ya!